with a population of 600 million consumers in this part of the world, and with 80% of currencies denominated and controlled, restricted by the central banks in this part of the world, moving funds from one country to another is very much a tricky situation. I'm Jason Tay, Head of Commercial at StraitsX. So StraitsX is a 10-year-old FinTech company that was founded in Singapore. We started off our journey in the world of payments, and we slowly but surely went into the world of stablecoins issuing in 2019. Today, we're one of the biggest stablecoin issuers for the Sing Dollar stablecoin, and also one of the champions in international payments, digital payments, and the world of crypto. We decided to launch a stablecoin in 2019 because it was a moment where Web 3.0 was taking off in the world, and we felt that having a stablecoin technology embedded in our DNA as a payments fintech company would make a very natural sense of things to come. So we invested in that technology, we doubled down on our resources, we went really deep into that rabbit hole to understand how to issue a stablecoin which was not only going to be respected but also regulated, which will fit into the world of Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. Working with the Singapore government and the Monetary Authority of Singapore has been a journey that we're very proud to have embarked on. It's a conversation that started in 2019 when we started issuing our very first stablecoin, which is the Sing Dollar stablecoin. And along the way, it was a journey of finding where the constraints, confines, and ring fences could be in place, not only to ensure that this is a success, but also to ensure that we build an infrastructure that is respectable, trusted, and also something that the government can say, we have trust and faith in how you run things. Setting the true north for many of the players today that are coming into the scene to see as the gold standard of how to issue a stablecoin. So StraitsX is designed as a fintech company to solve the bridge between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. But what's unique about us is that we are both a digital payments company, but also a stablecoin issuer, which in today's DNA of the ecosystem that you see, there's hardly any company that has the same narrative that we do. Our use case and our offering that we bring to the market is fundamentally based on the fact that we believe very strongly that the future ahead in the world of payments is something that needs to comprehend both the essence of traditional payment methods, but also embracing the future of where payments needs to be. And we believe very strongly that stablecoins and traditional fiat payments need to come together hand in hand to deliver that end-to-end state solution down the road. We partner with Alipay and Grab in order to create an ecosystem where we would allow users and tourists coming from overseas to Singapore to scan and pay at their favorite chicken rice stall, laksa, or even just shopping at Orchard Road. And what we have done for that is basically allow domestic users from China and all parts of Southeast Asia carrying an Alipay Plus wallet to be able to scan at QR locations across the country. But to them, it is a local-based transaction that is cleared, settled on the Singapore dollar blockchain that we are on, the Sing Dollar stablecoin that we are on, and then enable that such that the user experience, the speed, and the cost is minimized and maximized in a certain way so that the user experience is tip-top. At the same time, the entire infrastructure is interoperable that allows more users to come into this framework. So it's not just exclusive to us, Grab, and Ant, but it's also opening up the doors for more players to come in. One of the key things that we need to enable to give a state-of-the-art experience to the user is that we need to give them that feeling that when they transact on a very familiar wallet infrastructure that allows them to spend in countries where they are not familiar. And the beautiful part of that is that when they go home to their home country, there is no need to rely on a wallet that is something that is foreign to them. They go back to their home country, they use the same wallet they're used to every single day. So effectively, you're allowing users from all parts of the world to come to a country and just turn on the infrastructure and scan and pay as though he or she is a domestic local. So you can effectively enable cross-border spending, right? but have your funds, have your wallet, have your cash in a currency and also in a infrastructure that you are familiar with before you travel, when you travel, and after you travel. So Ripple is a company that we have had so much fun and also passion together to create what we believe is the future of where stablecoins should be. It's not common to find a company like Ripple in the sense whereby both the senior leadership, the people on the ground, and the infrastructure that they built is aligned very solely in that common direction that we are also on. And the reason for that is because, as I mentioned earlier, we have a very strong nexus as a fintech payments company. We work with the likes of enterprise Web 2.0 companies, and a lot of times that bridge that combines all the players requires a blockchain foundation layer that appreciates what we're trying to do and also has the same direction and investments towards where we want to be. So the Ripple team has been amazing in the sense whereby they understand the vision that we are trying to go on, and they also see that the future of stablecoins. I recall the CEO, Brett Garlinghouse, mentioning that he sees today's market cap of stablecoins at $230 billion. And he expects that number to even 10x down the road. And we believe that they are very much investing in the future of where they see technology to grow, especially in the enterprise infrastructure. I'll give an example. Ripple has built this amazing thing called the Authorized Trust Line, which is a infrastructure that allows a permission layer and also to allow tokens to be able to transact within a very defined space. Why this is important is because if you look at to where the enterprises today are comfortable, including the banks, to function within a scope, the ATL is a perfect example which fits their comfort zone. One of the key things that we work with Ripple very strongly on is to build that vision where stablecoins, payments, enterprise trust coexist in a world where it makes sense for the users and also the players. So what I mean by that is that it's very important to understand that apart from the speed, the latency, and also the overall resilience of the infrastructure we are building, what's very important is to ensure that we're able to transact with stablecoins, not just within a country, but in the region. And why this is important is because if you look at the dollar market, the US dollar stablecoin market in the world, it dominates because the US dollar is the dominant trading currency that we see today. But however, when we go into regionals within Southeast Asia, with a population of 600 million consumers in this part of the world, and with 80% of currencies denominated and controlled, restricted by the central banks in this part of the world, moving funds from one country to another is very much a tricky situation. And to be able to ensure that payments is done in a swift, decisive, transparent manner, you need to be able to work with the likes of regulated stablecoins like the XSGD, which is the Sing dollar stablecoin that we issue, but also work with a blockchain foundation that believes very strongly that the future is to create all these various nodes and players that will contribute to this infrastructure that we need. So having a Sing dollar stablecoin, having a Malaysian ringgit stablecoin, having a Thai baht stablecoin, having a US dollar stablecoin, this enables funds to not only move seamlessly across borders, but into currencies which make sense for the country and the people that live there.